Hi everyone. So welcome back and a really warm welcome to our relaxation taster session. We hope you've enjoyed this morning's sessions and are now looking forward to sharing a calming half hour with us. I'm Soraya Lynch, Senior Events and Community Officer here at Target Ovarian Cancer, and I'm thrilled to welcome Claire Brett-Pitt. Claire supports Target Ovarian Cancer by delivering our weekly yoga and relaxation sessions for women with ovarian cancer, which women have told us offers them a chance to switch off from daily stress and anxiety. So we hope you enjoy the opportunity to try guided relaxation today. I'll of course ask Claire to introduce herself in a moment, but before that I'll just take a couple of minutes to run through some practicalities. So this session is taking place as a Zoom meeting. This means that you have the opportunity to turn on your camera, which you can do at the bottom of the video screen. Please be aware that we are recording the session so that we can share the video later on. We do this to allow anyone that couldn't join us live to access the session and support more people affected by ovarian cancer. While we do our best to remove personal information from recordings, as this is an interactive session, this may not be possible. And so if you prefer not to appear in the recording, please keep your camera off. We will keep everyone on mute so that we can hear and follow Claire clearly. But of course, if you'd like to share any comments during the relaxation or ask Claire a question, you can use the session chat function at the right of your screen. My colleague Jordan will pop a message in the chat to demonstrate now. Before we start, I'd like to ask you to remember that everyone is at different stages and coping differently. So please keep this in mind and respect everyone's views and concerns. We want to ensure that this session is a safe and positive space for anyone that takes part. If at any point you feel you need to take a break, please do. A recording of the session will be available afterwards, so you can always rewatch or catch up on anything you do miss. And so without further ado, let's get started. I'm delighted to introduce Claire Brett-Pitt. Over to you, Claire.
Hello everyone. As Soraya kindly said, I'm Claire Brett-Pitt. I've been teaching yoga for about 20 years, specialising in cancer rehabilitation for the last 5 years. I teach yoga on a weekly basis on Wednesdays at 2 till 3 for Target Ovarian Cancer. And I've had some lovely feedback. So if you ever want to join, then just let us know at Target. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you'd like to lay down or sit down, whichever's easier for you, whichever makes you more comfortable, make sure that you're warm enough as well and you're comfortable. So we'll get started. So we're going to do 3 techniques today. I'd like you to begin by just lying down or sitting down comfortably. Have your hands resting on your tummy and just close your eyes. So by having the hands on the tummy, I'd like you just to become aware of your tummy, the rise and fall of your breath. I'd like you to think about that breath coming in through the nose and out through the nose. Feel that cool air entering and the warm air leaving. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. So just get in tune with your body, either on the chair or on the floor. I'd like you to tighten everything. So I'd like you to tighten your fists, hunch your shoulders, tighten your tummy, tighten your legs and your feet. If you wish, you can tighten your face. Close the eyes, hold your breath, just for a couple of seconds, and then let everything go. Sink down into the floor or the chair and feel the floor or chair taking your weight. Breathe deeply. I'd like you to breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 2, breathe out for 4. Breathe in for 4, hold for 2, and breathe out for 4. Feel your tummy rise and fall. In through the nose and out through the nose. Feel yourself beginning to relax. in for 4, hold for 2, breathe out for 4. Keep your hands on your tummy and feel the rise and fall of your tummy. Notice that natural pause that occurs when you breathe in or you breathe out. I'd like you now to take your mind's eye around the body and notice how you're feeling. Be aware of your head resting on the floor. Be aware of the shoulders sinking down into the floor. Feel your arms and hands heavy into the floor. Feel your spine sinking down into the floor. As you breathe out next time, feel the legs heavy and relaxed. In through the nose and out through the nose. So I'd like you now to imagine in your mind's eye a box. So have your eyes closed and visualize that box in your mind's eye. Along the top of the box, I'd like you to run your mind and breathe in for a count of 5. And then coming down the side of the box, I'd like you to hold for a count of 2. Then run your mind along the bottom line of the box, breathing out for 5. And then take your mind's eye up the side of the box and hold for 2. So you're breathing in for 5, holding for 2, breathe out for 5, and hold for 2. And just run your mind's eye along the edges of your box. And keep that box in your mind's eye. Keep your body relaxed into the chair or the floor. And keep your mind focused on the box. So if your mind wanders, just bring it back to your breathing. In for 5, hold for 2, out for 5, and hold for 2. Keep your mind's eye on that box. And if your mind can be kept on your breathing, the body will relax. Continue for a few more breaths, running your mind's eye along that box. There are different techniques to relaxation. And on Wednesdays, I cover all sorts of relaxation techniques. So these are just a few tasters for you. This is called the box breath. Keep your mind on your box and the body will relax. I'd like you now to imagine that you're filling your box with colour, your favourite colour. Breathe in a count of 5 and imagine filling the box with your favourite colour. Run your mind along the top edge of the box, all the way down, hold for 2, along the bottom edge, breathing out for 5, and up the side for a count of 2. And as you do so, fill your box with colour. Keep your eyes closed and your body relaxed. I'd like you now to let the box disperse, but keep your eye on that colour. So I'd like you to imagine that the colour is coming in through the nose to the top of the head, filling your mind with colour. See if you can then push that colour all the way down through your body. So from the top of the head down to the tips of the toes, you're filling your mind and body with your favourite colour. I'd like you now to see if you can breathe out the colour grey. So you're breathing in your favourite colour, filling your mind with colour, and then breathing out the colour grey. So your favourite colour is representing energy, and your grey colour is representing all that tension and tiredness. So you're breathing in energy and breathing out tension and tiredness. The colour is positive thoughts, positive feelings, and energy. And as you breathe out the colour grey, let go and unwind. Let your mind and your body soften. In through the nose, out through the nose. Breathe in the colour of your choice and breathe out the colour grey. And begin to feel your body becoming heavy and relaxed. Maybe your breathing is becoming deeper and slower. Your heart rate is slowing down. Your limbs are heavy. Let go and unwind. Breathing in your favourite colour. Breathing out the colour grey. I'd like you now to let that colour disperse. Let go and unwind. Another technique for relaxation is to count the breath down. So I'd like you now to think of the number 27, and I'd like you to breathe down from 27 all the way down to 0. I'd like you to say to yourself, I'm breathing in 27, I'm breathing out 27, I'm breathing in 26, I'm breathing out 26, and so on, all the way down to 0. So again, keep the eyes closed and the body relaxed. Focus on that count. If you get lost, then begin again from 27. If you reach 0 really quickly, then begin again from 27. Counting down, and with each breath, let your body relax. As if you're stepping down with each count, heavier and heavier. Keep your mind focused on the count, and your body will relax. Breathing in and out, focusing on the count. If you reach 0 really quickly, then begin again from 27. Be aware still of your tummy rising and falling, deepening your breath. Keep your mind focused on your breath. Whatever number that you've reached, I'd like you to just let the number disperse. I'd like you now to just let your mind wander. So another technique that I cover is visualization. So what I'm going to do now is just describe to you a scene, a bit like reading you a story. So I'd like you again to relax with your eyes closed and just let your mind wander and keep your mind focused on the story that I tell. Obviously, if thoughts come into your mind, just try and push them away and bring your mind back to the story. I'd like you to imagine that you're walking down the last few steps towards the beach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'd like you to imagine that you're stepping from those stairs down onto the sand and the pebbles. I'd like you to imagine the sound of the sand underneath your feet. And perhaps you've got your shoes off so you can feel the sand between your toes. And you can hear the click of the pebbles beneath your feet. Different coloured pebbles, grey, pink, cream and white. Different sizes of pebbles underneath your feet. Imagine yourself walking along the pebbly beach. The beach is wide and open, and you can't quite see the sea just yet, but in your mind's eye you can hear the sound of the sea, the sound of the waves as they crash onto the shore. And you can see the wide open sky, that clear blue sky. Continue on your walk along the beach. There are boats strewn on the beach. And you can see seagulls in the sky and hear them overhead. You're wrapped up, warm against the elements, but you can feel the breeze on your skin. Breathe deeply and see if you can taste the salt in your mouth and that fresh air in your lungs. Imagine walking now towards the sound of the sea. And the sound of the sea gets louder the closer you get. And the pebbles drop away towards the water. And you can stand in front of the water, that great expanse of water, with that great expanse of sky in front of you, and breathe deeply. Feel the elements on your face and the breeze through your hair. Breathe deeply in and out. Be aware of the sea in front of you as each wave builds to a crest and then falls onto the sand, leaving white bubbles of foam as it retreats back into the great body of water. And then it rises again into a wave as it crashes onto the shore. Breathe deeply, in and out. Fill your lungs with fresh breath and take in the colour, that clear blue sky above you and that green sea in front of you, the blues and greens of nature. And you can see these colours in nature, whether you're by the sea or in the countryside. Breathe in those colours, two of the most relaxing colours, the blue of the sky and the green of the sea. And notice the waves. And notice that the waves roll into the shore and then retreat, exactly like your breath. Each wave, each breath, building to a crest, and then falling back, retreating back, before the next wave or breath comes again. And feel your body relaxing into the floor. Breathe deeply. And for now, you don't have a care in the world. Just visualize your scene of sea, sand, pebbles, and open sky. Be aware of your breath, of your body sinking down into the floor, heavy and relaxed. Let your limbs become heavier and heavier. Let the motion of the waves and the motion of your breath mesmerize you. A rhythm of the waves and the rhythm of your breath. And the coming and going of each wave, like the coming and going of each breath. Feel that cool air entering and the warm air leaving. So I'd like you now to just let that image disperse and bring your mind's eye back into the room. Be aware of the floor or the chair underneath you. And keeping the eyes closed, I'd like you just to do a body check. Notice how you're feeling. How do your limbs feel? Your muscles and joints. How does your head feel? How does your breathing feel? I'd like you now to take some deep breaths. And if your hands are still on your tummy, or if you'd like to put them back onto the tummy, I'd like you to breathe deeply and notice your tummy rising and falling once again. I'd like you also to become aware of any changes that have occurred from when you began the relaxation to how you feel now. Do a body check. Take your mind's eye around the body and notice how you're feeling. Placing your hands on your tummy, Feel the warmth of your hands. Feel the tummy rise and fall. Feel your body heavy into the ground. In through the nose and out through the nose. Feel that cool air once again, and that slight pause between you breathing out. Whilst you're relaxing, I'd like you to repeat a positive thought to yourself, something that you may not share with anyone else. Just one positive thought that I'd like you to share with yourself, say quietly to yourself, repeating it 3 times on an incoming breath. Breathe in that positive thought. Take it right down to your toes. In through the nose and out through the nose. Bringing your mind's eye slowly back into the room. I'd like you to rub your palms together, place your warm hands over your eyes. Opening the eyes underneath your fingers, feeling the warmth of your hands. Stretching if you need to. Take your arms over and above the head. Having a really good stretch. Opening your eyes whenever you're ready and coming back into the room, tuning back in, and notice how you're feeling. So I hope you've enjoyed the session. If you'd like to join in, I'm here on a Wednesday between 2 and 3.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Claire. So we're going to end this session now, but a big thank you to Claire for sharing her expertise and those lovely techniques with us today.